Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of my Pillars of Eternity Let's Play. At the end of episode 2, besides being parched from reaching for all these souls. By the way, I did find out, I was told that it is not part of the story, so I won't be doing that while recording anymore. But anyway, I was in the Temple of Ethos. I was going that way, saw a beastie that seemed stronger than the others, decided to explore everything else first, and then found out that there were more 4 of these stronger beasties, and honestly I am in no shape to destroy them. I mean, I'm not particularly strong, I'm wounded.
Hi?
Aloth is particularly squishy, and I've run out of spells with him. I have these 2, but they're not very strong, nor very precise. So I think I need to do the following. I need to get back to the inn, rest, hopefully get rid of these injuries. Hopefully I now have enough gold and loot to hire another adventurer. That'd be nice. And then try and tackle the temple, though I feel as though I'm not quite ready for this area. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe with a 3rd companion, I could do it. Up. Most creatures will detect a character just after they appear at the edge of the fog. Yes, I knew that. Okay. So, back to the inn. What's Eder? Who's Eder?
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
That is some dark humor right there. However, he has a portrait, which is a sure sign that he could be important, possibly a companion. I could use a companion. Strange way to talk about your dead, definitely. Half the town's up there now. Seems like no right way to talk about it. True. I'm looking for someone who can make me feel or help me feel better. I feel that's a bit, that could be misunderstood in a way. Though to be fair, when I entered that place I felt really quite desperate, so I'm gonna do that. Hopefully he's not going to misunderstand it. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. Good, he did not understand anything too suspicious. Let's go to the inn. No, wait. I just want to try and find out what sort of character he is. If he is indeed a companion. He's wearing chainmail, so he could be a melee fighter. Which would be really quite handy. I really miss Kalisha. And I don't mean just her personality. Okay, let's see if I can sell some loot.
Good day to you.
No, let's first see how much money I need to get an adventurer. Because some of the loot could be handy. Level 1 adventurer, 250. Well, that's perfect. I can get an adventurer. Right now. Except... I get to create my adventurer? Nice! I like that. But do I want a fighter? I don't. I want a healer of some sort, so I'm guessing priest or druid. Hey, she's kind of cute. But... yeah, these are cuter. Are they any good with magic or healing? They're the smallest, okay. Large ears, okay. Description, they have resolve, they're not very strong, they have perception. Mental intensity and sharp senses, which would make them Make them what? Oh, no, no, no. I really prefer you. So, I'm really hoping that the other guy, first of all, is going to join me, then is really a melee class, because a priest would look good. Not look good, but actually be good. Holy Radiance, generate endurance. I need a healer. I'm not sure, I mean, in Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale, druids could heal. And can be somewhat decent melee fighters as well. I'd rather specialize. Okay. I hope I'm not doing something really stupid. Priest, Earthus, well, I feel it's not the right place for that. You are... You don't like passionate or cruel people, but that's not me. You don't like cruel or deceptive, that's not me. You don't like diplomatic or passionate. I'm hoping to be diplomatic. I don't want cruel, deceptive and clever. You look like a sneaky kind of priest. Let's go with that. So, priests need to have lots of intellect and might. And there's no wisdom, so dexterity and resolve. Wow, priest needs to have a lot of stats. Next. You're a priest. Living land sounds good. Extra might. Why not? Yes, that's gonna do it. And you are an explorer. Lore, survival. Stealth, survival. A hunter priest, that doesn't make sense. And drifter, that's what I am. You be a colonist. You want to find a new place to live in. Cute. Let's see what I have available. Oh, no, no, no. I like that. With pretty blue eyes. There. You know, a few more characters to create, and I'm gonna be pretty quick about that.
Finish them!
Ooh. That sounded not very Mystique. But we'll go with that. No, smooth.
They'll never know I'm here.
Too smooth. That's for a thief. Mystic is good. And I even get to name her. She's a priest. She comes from... I have no idea. I have to be quick. Her name is... Oops. Caps on. Sparrow. I don't know. It might be from Game of Thrones. Who knows? There. But I figured I'd rather type in the first name that comes to mind rather than spend minutes of doing nothing and boring you to death, people. Okay, I now have 3 characters. I need to rest.
Hail, traveler.
Hail to you. I want a room, please. I can choose... Oh, but 150 or 110. No, I'm gonna keep my money. Rest. No dream? Dream. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of the Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward like mouldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she's mere inches from your face. Suddenly her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air she speaks a word, Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman, you remember seeing her decaying face as you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer, and I was supposed to... I guess he said that jokingly, but I was supposed to get a cure from her pockets. Though it fills you with the new, queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more. It's not like I had a good look at her before, and there was no way to click on her. There was nothing. If only to confirm she is truly dead. Okay, fair enough. I got a feeling that maybe I was supposed to rest in the inn before even exploring the city. And probably before going to the temple. I can hotkey any ability. Yes, I'll try that later. So, to the tree I go. Let's see if Eder has something to tell me, maybe, while I'm here. Welcome to our lovely village. Okay. That definitely wasn't there. Caldara de Beranzi. Let's talk to you, or interact with you. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bow that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the robe that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light in its surrounding, but there is a trepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. I'm gonna reach for her soul, won't I? Again, instead of putting all these people and all these souls that I could reach for before I talk to her, they should have waited. So this time I feel it's the main quest, so let's reach out for the woman. Yeah. Okay. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing, electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman, and when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog. Her body still swaying in the wind, you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
She sounds mighty cheerful for, a corpse hanging from a soul. I don't think I'm imagining this. I've already reached for souls many, many times. You talk to me because you're a soul. I need to understand something that happened to me. Yeah, that sounds about right. She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child. That's promising.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
I think the follow-up question is, what's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on, Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either living or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how.
Interesting how lost is capitalized.
A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
When all goes well, yes. I'd rather be warned of the problems.
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a tuft of long whiskers that sprouts from one of her cheeks.
You should see old Meerwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
So I'm going to Katnua. Okay, tell me about the bee work.
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
Indeed they are. No. You said souls break apart all the time. I guess.
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again. But less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
Fair enough, I think that will do. Farewell.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Caldara closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the news. All your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of waiting. I have a new power, I guess? Crucible of the Soul? Alice looks at you through narrowed eyes. Are you alright? You seemed lost for now. I'm gonna be straightforward. Well, that is interesting. At least he's not freaking out. That's good. And I expect that explains how you survived the bee work. In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Like, you could tell me why you are schizophrenic, maybe? What do you know about watchers? Only that they are rare and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions. As you just demonstrated. Let's continue. Okay, level up. Sweet. Let's try it. Yes. The smell of pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall, his pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. I feel I could have had that description before. Anyhow, he looks at you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk. I like him already.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
And he speaks for himself, so I like that too. But, what are you talking about?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Eder.
Eder.
Out of the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
Uh-huh. Okay, tell me about the dwarf.
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
Oh man, that's dark. What makes you think I was interested in a
The
dwarf
people
woman?
hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Okay, sorry, pressed the wrong key. He looks at you a moment, his brow arched, his smirks broadened.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a radrick at first.
Shall we take the straightforward route once again? What do you know of
Careful,
watches?
friend. Best not use that word round here. There'd be any number of radrick bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, radrick especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
None taken. Good, that's what I'm gonna say.
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Why was he hanged? He got involved, okay. Radrick sent men down here the other day, said they had it on good authority someone in town was working with Kolsk, plotting Radrick's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so Swithin, that's my headman, he steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. It's nice that people trust each other these days. Bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting against Radrick, then for protecting me. Why is he protecting you? We'll go with number 3.
Pick the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me.
Yeah, I appreciate the
Seems
irony.
that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Radrick's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
You can see why I was eager to leave, indeed. I need to know about Kolsk. Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's out on the run now, probably will be till they catch him. Okay, what are you doing here? It's a fair question. Drinking mostly, that's gonna help. Point of fact, I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured out where I'm going yet. Come with me. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Wadrin's legacy started with Wadrin. We could travel together. I'm going to Ked Noah. There's some old watcher there.
I seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before.
Because I had to find you to join my party, obviously.
Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger. And a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
It's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
Alright then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Okay, let's get going. Please be some sort of fighter. Or a monk or something. Character sheet. Level 3 fighter. Good! Good. Okay. So I have a party that starts looking like a party. I just support. He's doing range damage. She is gonna be a priest. Well, she is a priest. And I have levels. Let's do that. I have 7 points. Stealth. I'm the most roguish character I have so far, so if there's some sneaking to be done, I can get a new one. God, with those names I forgot what they were. Reduce concentration of enemy. For aura they reduce their endurance, they reduce the fortitude and will. I'll go with the basics so far. It's not like I have too many spellcasters against me just yet. Next. What's that? Oh yes, it's the icon. I did not recognize it. Done. Well, that was quick. Good. You. Aloth. My, don't you look pretty? So you need lore, obviously, and that's a lot of that already. That's so important for wizards. I would give him a bit of survival, so he's not so squishy. Athletics would give you... I thought athletics gave you the first wind. Or second wind ability, that's the one. More healing could be useful. I really don't know what to do with him. I'm tempted to make him a bit stronger so he doesn't die so quick. Right. Bewildering spectacles. They can be confused for a while. Blinding web. They'll be... Their accuracy will be... Okay. Bulwark against the element. Reduce elemental damage. Fair enough. I want something that kills enemies. I'm sorry. I'm not bloodthirsty or anything, but I'm so weak. Burn damage over time. Good. Range 10. It's an area of effect, so that needs to be targeted well. Console hood. Corrosive siphon. Blinded. That could be good. Paralyzed. That sounds very nice, but I'm guessing chances of success will be lower. Infused with vital essence. That's a support spell. So fortifying my endurance for a while. Okay. Merciless gaze. The caster gets plus 15% of hits converted to crits for... I'm not sure what that means. Okay, increased chance. But for the caster himself? My goodness, there's a lot of spells. And I have to pick only one. Reduce the perception of my enemies. Mirror image. I have the wizard double. So, and I haven't used it. So, no. Necrotic lens. I prefer something that is going to have a specific target rather than the ground. So maybe ray of fire. Burn damage classic. Rolling flame. I think I'll go with that. Good. Done. Okay, options. Go back to the temple, or...
Eh?
Now that I have someone with might, I mean I haven't checked, but being fighter, might 16, I think he can definitely climb that wall over there, so I can get the goodies. Should be able to take on the bear as well. So that area will be done, and I don't have to remember to go back to it. And try to clear the temple. I just want to go to Valewood, please. Except I'm gonna be fatigued from all that. Never mind, it's worth it. So the wall was somewhere. The goodies there. I had to go here.
Hey.
Let's select you. Scale the wall. I ask Eder to do it. Eder finds a handhold upon one of the large stones and starts to climb. Despite a few loose rocks and awkward angle, Eder makes swift progress and quickly arrives at the top. Oh, it was about athletics, not might. I remember now. Well, luckily he's got enough. Once there, Eder helps you up and over the side. Thank you. So I can loot the body. Lovely. Falano's gloves. +2 dexterity, nice. And scrawled letter. If you do not think you will ever see this, but you were right, Fulvano. We should have journeyed south together and been safer for it. Trapper. Okay, it doesn't seem to be something that triggers a quest or anything. Alright.
Alright then.
Everyone. And to go down, I activate that again. Climb down. Thank you. Now, let's see the bear. I hope they keep on traveling while you can get protection. Yes, against spells. And I keep my cloak. Up. Oh, you have a cloak as well? What does it do? Nothing, but looks fancy. You know what? Keep it for now. She has nothing. +2 dexterity. Who needs dexterity the most? She needed quite a bit of everything, including dexterity. There you go. You can equip it. There we go. Have I arrived? No. Okay. Fine. Good to know. She's got quite a few spells. For combat only, well, you know what? You'll have combat. Okay, let's take on that bear.
No problem.
There it is. So I go with my bow. No, with my bow. Thank you. For now. You have a number of spells now. This is... No, I can cast. Try that here. You, for now, are using this weapon. What do we have? I am in combat. Barbs of Condemnation pushes a target for their skin. Okay, their sin, sorry. And you just go for it.
Eh?
Okay, am I in combat now? Thank you. Armor of Faith. Let's him.
Yes.
I mean, that is a mighty strong bear. Gonna have to go with everything I've got. Crucible of the Souls. The Watcher unravels the vital essence of his enemy. Okay, sure. Let's do that. You can now try your closer, so you can try. No. I believe there is going to be friendly fire. Cancel. Come closer. You have... blessing for all of my friends. Let's do this. Game pause because Danae has finished casting her ability. Good. Still only one chance going. Didn't I learn a new one? I did. Well, look at that. Once I've killed the bear, finishes the ability, just carry on with it. Badly injured. Let's have more of that. You only have a couple of spells to cast, good to know. Holy Radiance, holy energy around the priest, burning any vessels in the vicinity, regenerate. Let's have that.
How bad?
And now I can have my phantom.
Let's go!
Word Adrian
Yep.
unsolved.
I did it, and it took everything I had. But now I got some hide. Okay, this looks like a soul. However, that should be the soul of the friend that was killed by the bear. It was really suspicious that his wife and best friend was ready to go. What does that say? Mice crawl through eye sockets and other femurs. Lovely. Are you trapped or anything?
Eh? Sure.
Don't seem to be detecting anything. I'm hoping you're the friend. Please don't be a useless story. Lost spirit. Doesn't have a name. A figure drifts suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur and twist. Reach out. Whisper in a moment. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Give me your story. Light blooms at the edge of your vision. You feel the sun at your back and the way of a bow in your hand, you know suddenly that you have come a long way from the vale hunting deer. Now you are standing before a cavern and the darkness extends far into its depth. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping in his heel. You follow, heart hammering in your chest as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There is a roar like thunder echoing around you. Fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back towards the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and there is a sudden, terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, and fall. Your thoughts are chaos, lanced through with pain, but in a moment of terrible clarity you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. Great sharp view, and then there is more pain. The vision recedes, and you are thrown back into yourself with seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet, and the spectre lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, of confusion, of anger. I met him on the road, your friend. Yes, Nolan, was it? Norton? A sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirits. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him and see that it answers. I will. It burns bright. Your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exaltation, growing fainter and fainter until you are alone once more. Nonton. I wasn't too far. This seems to be okay. Right. Well, that was a good thing I did. So, confront Nonton. Head back to the temple. You know, I'll get there eventually. Your character's biography writes itself as your adventure unfolds. Check the journal tab. Okay, I guess I'll read that for myself. And visions. No visions yet. More things to read. And my little pig following me. I still think I would have preferred a hamster. But oh well, I guess there's only one boo. And the farmer... not the farmer. Is one? It's this one, I think. Let's see what you have to say for yourself, Nonton. Judging by the space of half year, I can have 3 more companions. I hope. Hello.
Hey.
I'm gonna have you close to these.
Yeah.
Danae, you can be there.
How may I help?
Ella, keep your distance.
Yes.
And Priest be here.
Eh? Good day, stranger.
I know what really happened. Yep, I do. The color drains from Nonton's face. I don't know what you mean. I told you the truth of it. Right. Are you accusing him of something? If this is about the accident, we are both grieving Pearlie's loss. But it was a wild animal's doing. Now, apparently it's not a good idea to tell people about my visions and special talent. So I'm gonna go with a bold accusation. Why did you do it? My friend, he was a cruel enough man to his friends. You didn't know him. You wouldn't defend him if you did. I don't know what you saw in that cave, but this is not what you think. Pearlie, my husband, he was as much a beast as the bear. I tried to leave the first time I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. Nonton, we met, and I knew I'd found someone special, someone kind who cared for me. Crime of passion, huh? Please, all we want is to leave this place, to start somewhere else. With some coins saved up, you could have it if you'll only let us go. Huh. Sounds fair. I'm not that such an opportunistic person. No, whatever your reason, you caused a man's death. I'm taking this to the magistrate. Oh, come on, there's enough people hanging from that tree. I don't want to attack them. I could use the money. Get out of my sight, because I'm not okay with what you did. I don't think you deserve to die. Thank you for your compassion. Okay. Couple of levels, couple of quests, some loot found. I'm still not exhausted. Oh, she's got a level as well. So, she has good survival skills, that's good. I don't know what else to give. I think I might have to read into, there's the glossary that explains, you know, the game mechanics. I really need to have a look so I know what I'm doing. So, your class, you can have lots of things. Enemy take burn damage from the priest holy radiance. I like that. Interdiction condemns the priest foes, dazing accuracy bonus with quarterstaff and rod. Oh wait, I have to choose one for everything. Does she have a class? She doesn't. Though she seems to be using a really large sword. Inspiring radiance. That's nice. Sorry. That's to have. I must say the first one looks good. Burn damage. Let's go with that. Up. Done. Right, temple. And I'm gonna try my new party against a single... What was the name of the monsters? Ska something? Skulls? No. Oh, I'll find out soon enough. Okay, and the single stronger one was here. Health is not maximum, and defender. Yep, go in defender mode.
Yes.
Yes?
How are you with spells? You seem to have enough of them for now. Okay. Let's quick save. Oh, I did quick save. Wait, no, that wasn't the one. Maybe it was there? Oh well, let's see how I fare against a will-o-wisp spirit. I know nothing apart from the fact that it's immune to lots and lots of things. You're still using your bow, you will be chanting. You can start with that, because it's... Oh, I can't see it. So you go there. You You have spells. The aura is Holy Radiance. I need to get into combat. Go over here for now. And you're the strong one.
Eh?
Go get the attention. Who's that? Alright, now you should be able to reach. Yes, you can. You are in combat, so do your thing. They do lightning damage. Keep at it. Armor faith for 2 of my characters. I should be able to walk in one time to get the effect as well. Good. Near death. You've been healed. That's downright cheating. It's time to try the stronger spell. I'm surprised with the icon. You're fresh out of spells. Well, go on melee then.
Eh?
That's one. I'm yellow. Am I afraid of something? Paralyzed, I guess. Three.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am confused.
Yeah.
And now I'm not.
No problem.
Okay. This parchment is worn and tattered, and the ink upon it faded. In this time of hardship, must have just as much faith in ourselves. Okay. Well, there was a fight. That was not the beastie I thought I would fight, but you know. Progressing nonetheless. Spiders, let's do this. And you go straight for it.
Word.
2 spiders. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't think the blinding web is gonna work against the spiders. Just a hunch. Let's try to daze them. I'm thinking she is not gonna go for your holy radiance, and you try one of your...
How may I help? Sure.
What game post? You see an enemy? I don't see an enemy. Oh, right there. You run for it. You wait until we're in combat. You get out of the way and you start shooting.
Hey.
Now you're in fight.
Word. Move!
3 of them.
Lava is beyond sea!
Nice. Nice spell.
Hey, do you mind?
Should have paid attention to him. Only injured, not injured at all. Only 1 chant. No more stronger spells. Try to daze you. No more spells. Okay. Oh, you have your second wind. Too late. To be fair, I thought he was already down. You want to get out. You want to finish the job. Good, you're up. You're so strong. Thank you for being strong. Use that for now. I now have enough to summon.
Hey.
Just finish it up now. Good.
Word unsolved.
Wait a second. I said I needed to look at my chants. There. Not sure the order matters much, but... Oh, I know you were there, Spider. Nobody goes anywhere. I'm gonna shoot you. Okay, now everybody can go. The red-brown smears flake away under the toes of your boots.
No problem.
I was thinking this was gonna be a rather small level. Of course there's a spirit. The nearby crystal lights the cracked mosaic floor in shades of orange, and at certain angles the metallic symbol beneath your feet gleams gold. As you look on, the air shimmers as if with summer heat. The very dust and air seem to pull together until a thin, glowing mist appears before you. In its rippling gleam, you sometimes think you can see the shape of a man, features rendered in broad strokes of air and smoke. I don't want to... Is anyone seeing this? No, I'm the only one who's a watcher. Who are you? Your voice sparks movement. The spirit surges with a sudden blazing light, and in the next moment you are somewhere else, your mind assailed with a sudden wave of fear and noise. You are in the chapter hall. Priests and faithful have gathered in a great crowd. Spilling into the hall, bodies press against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the faces around you. Some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candles, and the room is dark, save for the podium, lit from behind. 2 people stand before it, lit in silhouette. A man is shouting, voice so ragged with fear you cannot understand what he says, but the rectrix stands calm, unmoved. Her strength will see you all through these dark times. You feel that hope like a spark behind your ribs. Somewhere behind you, someone begins to sing. The spirit tears itself from you with sudden, dizzying force, and you find yourself back before the ruined altar swaying. The spirit fades and suddenly as it appeared. Fair enough. The face of this statue has had most of its features struck off, along with portions of its hands. You twisted your ankle. Well, that's silly. I'm just going to walk to that next room. And so basically, after playing for an hour or so, I am exactly where I was at the beginning of the episode, where I intended to take on that single stronger creature that I believe was here. Yep. And if that goes well, it should go well, that I have a larger party, take on these, finish exploring there. So it must be where the bell was. So I still have to explore that bit. And wait a second. And that bit here. Yeah, there's a container I haven't looted. Oh well, so many things to do for the next episode already. Anyhow, thanks a lot for watching. See you for the next episode. That is going to be next Friday. Bye bye everyone.